Hello, boys and girls, children of all ages. Tony P. coming back at you from the basement, La Casa de Perla, the Hacienda, the Ponderosa of Western Pennsylvania. Yeah. The Queen is upstairs watching, I think it's Dog Whisperer. She tapes us. She has like 40,000 of them. Yeah, not really 40, but she has some of them on there. And she likes them. But you know, that guy never really whispers to the dogs. Or does he? I don't know. The video this evening is for Beer and Vinyl, Alex at Beer and Vinyl. And he is celebrating 1 year in the VC. And it's amazing. I remember when he just started. It was amazing how fast that 1 year goes. Now, I've been in the VC since COVID. 2020, 2021, 2020, somewhere in there, 4 years. Wow. I don't feel like a veteran on Veterans Day, but I do now. But anyway, as I digress. He has 1 year in the VC. He's celebrating it. The prize is a $50 gift card, to the retailer of your choice. And all you have to do is something very simple. You pick a year of music that you are in favor of, that you love, that's something special to you. Show some albums. And he said you can show as many. You can show one or as many as you want. And then all you have to do is tell him, leave him a note on the video that he showed his contest on. If that makes any sense. So anyway, I am going to use the year 1976. Now there's a lot of years. I was going to go back to the 1970 or 71, where there was so much great music coming out. But 76 is extremely special to me on two counts. One, I graduated from college in 1976. I also got my first teaching job in 1976. And I got married in 1976 to the Queen. So, you do the math. Older than dirt, been around here just as long. So I'm going to show 5 albums from 1976. And just hit the highlights of it. I don't want this to be too long, because people are probably leaving right now after the 3 minutes. So let's do it fast. First one, Frampton Comes Alive. It's a double album. Probably one of the best-selling live double albums ever. And there's a lot of good ones out there. But Frampton Comes Alive, I think he had like 3 hit singles out of this. Show Me the Way. I can't remember the other two. Something's Happening. Show Me the Way. Something's Happening. All I Want to Be is By Your Side. Winds of Change. Baby, I Love Your Way. That's it. I Want to Go to the Sun. Penny for Your Thoughts. I'll Give You Money. Shine On. Jumpin' Jack Flash. Lines on My Face. Do You Feel Like We Do? Do You Feel Like We Do? That was probably one of them too. Great album. 1976. And I paid $10 for it. There were other copies that were $20, so. And it was a good copy. I don't know why it was less. Another one. This was my favorite. I shouldn't say out of all of them. This is one of my favorites out of all of them. It is Olay ELO. And when my wife and I first got married, we rented a house that was, your first rented house. Or apartment. You never forget it. And it was a 4-room house. 4 rooms, 5-room house. 2 bedrooms. There was a kitchen. There was 2 sitting rooms. We had the sitting room. We had decorated with my stereo and wicker chairs with orange cushions. And I can remember coming home from school. I was a teacher, still a teacher. At my first job, I'd make myself a cup of coffee. I would turn the stereo on. I would pop his album on. And back in those days, I smoked cigarettes. And I'd have a cigarette and a cup of coffee and try to wind down from a day of teaching. My first teaching gig was at a Catholic school. Me and the nuns. They were great. Loved them. Two of the ladies who I taught with just passed away not too long ago, within the last year. One was 95 and the other, I think it was 94. They weren't nuns, they were lay teachers. They were great. Taught me how to become a teacher. But the Ole ELO, this was supposed to be, now if the rumors were true, this was supposed to be a promotional album. It's a compilation. It was to be a promotional, but some of the DJs were selling it. And it became so popular that, who did this? Jet Records and United Artists, I believe. They had to sell it. They had to put it out there because it was being sold underground. Good stuff on this one. The Overture, Roll Over Beethoven was my favorite. And if you watch any of my shorts, I just did one on this with Roll Over Beethoven. Evil Woman, Boy Blues, Strange Magic, can't get you out of my head, Mama Bell, and Showdown, dun dun. Good stuff. Another one, Ole ELO. Third one, the Doobie Brothers, Taking It to the Streets. And I'm going to guess that the back part of it, I'm going to guess is that Chinatown, would you say? This was their sixth album. This is the first album with Michael McDonald. The original singer, well, what was his name? Johnson. Was it Tom? Tom Johnson? I don't know if he was sick, his throat was hurt, or whatever. And Michael McDonald came and took his place. But Johnson wasn't out of the band. He was just couldn't perform. And I think he even did a couple songs on here. Maria Muldaur is on here too. I think she sings backup in Rio. But that's another good album if you haven't. Taking It to the Streets, the Doobie Brothers. Doobie Brothers, not the Doobie. Another one of my favorites. This is another one that I would come home from school and just mellow out to. Is Boz Scaggs. That's his seventh studio album, and his best. Excuse me. I'm sorry. His best-selling album, Boz Scaggs, and I paid 99 cents for it. I think I have 3 or 4 copies of this. Another great album. Lido. I think it was on here. Lido. Georgia. Lido Shuffle. We're all alone. Oh, yeah, that works. You know. Anyway, last one. And I did a video a couple weeks ago about albums you should have in your collection. And I can't remember if I showed Year of the Cat by Al Stewart or not. If I did not, you should have Year of the Cat by Al Stewart. This is a wonderful sounding album. Just wonderful. This too came out in 1976. And if you noticed, everything on the cover has to do with cats. They have Kathmandu, Tabby perfume, Pussy Club. Yes. But yeah, 10 Cat. Get this album. That's a beautiful album. That's a beautiful sounding album. Year of the Cat, Al Stewart. I can't remember the. Yeah, it was 1976. That's it. Fort Pitt. No kidding. And this is for Alex at Beer and Vinyl, 1 year of the VC. I will leave a link to his channel. If you're not a member, you have to. I think you have to subscribe or don't have to subscribe. I can't remember. But I'll leave a link to his channel. Wonderful channel. Very knowledgeable. Great guy. And as his title says, he drinks a beer and talks about vinyl. Talks about music. Hey, Tony P. Signing off. God bless you. May the force be with you. Nanu Nanu. May your records be flat. May your stylus run true. Ciao, ciao.